The US Army is testing a new 50mm cannon, signaling a turning point in armored warfare with more firepower, survivability, and dominance. The XM933 now feeds the XM30, built to push past Bradley and redefine close combat overmatch for infantry. In January 2026, Northrop Grumman confirmed the Army had ordered 16 XM933 50mm Bushmaster chain guns. These weapons aren't ceremonial pieces. They're already moving to Army developmental commands and testing units. From there, they become government-furnished equipment for the two teams building XM30 prototypes, American Rheinmetall vehicles and General Dynamics land systems. That detail alone shows intent. This isn't theory on paper. Its capability being shaped in steel. XM30 itself grows out of what was once the optionally manned fighting vehicle program. After years of delays, restarts, and cancellations, the Army is now presenting XM30 as a true reset in lethality, survivability, and future adaptability for armored brigade combat teams. The Bradley has been modernized again and again, stretching further than anyone expected. But every platform has limits. Weight, space, and power eventually close in, and Bradley finally reached that physical ceiling. XM30 is designed to escape it. Rather than serving as a simple replacement, the Army calls XM30 transformational. From the start, it uses a modular open systems design, and that choice carries real consequences. The main gun may draw attention, but it's only the visible tip of a larger combat chain. The Army wants an unmanned or remotely operated turret, advanced sensors, smarter fire control systems, and the power and space to attach new technology as threats change. That could mean active protection, electronic warfare suites, or weapons not yet invented. Instead of locking the vehicle into today's fight, XM30 is being shaped for tomorrow's. It's built with margin for growth, not quick fixes. Combined with the XM913, the program signals something larger. The Army isn't just upgrading hardware, it's redesigning how armored infantry finds, tracks, and destroys threats at close combat distances. And that shift could quietly reshape how American forces dominate future battlefields worldwide in coming years ahead. And at the heart of that transformation sits the XM913 50mm mine. It is the biggest medium-caliber chain gun Northrop Grumman has ever produced within the Bushmaster family. The weapon fires 50228 mm ammunition, and because it's externally powered and chain-driven, it delivers smooth cycling, dependable feeding, and predictable recoil. That consistency matters when a combat vehicle must stay accurate while moving across rough ground under stress and under fire from multiple directions. Northrop Grumman highlights that the XM913 supports dual feed with first round select. In simple terms, the gunner doesn't have to pause, reconfigure, or disengage to change ammunition. 1 second the threat may be an armored vehicle, the next it could be infantry using cover. The operator can switch instantly without losing the fight. That kind of flexibility is critical in real combat, where seconds decide outcomes and hesitation costs lives on modern battlefields. Where the XM913 truly shows its value is in its ammunition family. The Army's 50mm lineup includes programmable high-explosive airburst rounds alongside armor-piercing fin-stabilized discarding sabot. One gun can deliver wide area effects or focused penetration depending on what the situation demands. The HE airburst round can be set for point detonation, delayed explosion after impact, or mid-air burst. That means enemies in trenches, behind walls, dug into positions, or hiding behind cover can be engaged with precisely tailored effects. At the same time, the AFSD's option is built for hard targets, armored vehicles, and reinforced threats that require direct kinetic force. Tactically, the impact is powerful. The time between detecting a threat and neutralizing it shrinks dramatically. Instead of calling for indirect fire or relying on volume, a single programmed shot can resolve the problem. Northrop Grumman frames the XM913 as a major leap beyond the Bradley's 25mm M242, offering longer reach, heavier lethality, and better accuracy. And not just while parked, but while firing on the move, in the chaos of real combat environments. In practical terms, that means XM30 crews won't need to expose themselves as long. Faster engagements, cleaner hits, and adaptable ammunition translate into survivability. The XM913 isn't just a larger gun. It becomes the tool that lets armored infantry strike first, strike smarter, and control the fight before the enemy can react at close combat distances. On XM30, the cannon is paired with advanced fire control systems designed to engage both moving and stationary targets with high first shot probability. The gunner can fire single rounds, controlled bursts, or full automatic when the situation demands it. Spent casings are pushed forward and out of the turret, keeping the crew compartment cleaner and safer during sustained engagements. Every design choice supports speed, precision, and crew survival under real battlefield pressure. In battlefield reality, that performance turns directly into survivability. A vehicle that strikes earlier, hits harder, and stays accurate at longer ranges does not need to remain exposed for long. Less exposure means fewer opportunities for enemy anti-tank teams, guided missiles, loitering munitions, or hostile vehicles to respond. Modern warfare punishes hesitation. Shrinking the time between detection and impact can matter as much as thicker armor ever could. It allows armored infantry to control engagements instead of reacting to them after the enemy already moves first. There is also a logistics and readiness layer built into the decision. The Bushmaster family already serves widely across US forces. Crews are familiar with it. Maintainers understand it. That shared heritage lowers risk and speeds training and sustainment as XM30 eventually replaces the Bradley across the force. While XM30 may carry fewer rounds than Bradley once did, each 50 mm shell delivers far more effect. In practice, fewer shots are needed to achieve equal or greater results, and in future battles where supply lines are contested and formations operate more dispersed, efficiency becomes a form of combat power rather than just convenience. Integration in the near term is deliberate and practical. XM913 guns move first into Army test units, then into the hands of General Dynamics land systems and American Rheinmetall vehicles as they build and refine XM30 prototypes. The weapon has already appeared on GEDL's Griffin III concept and Rheinmetall's Lynx-based design, offering a realistic preview of what's coming next. But the larger pattern matters more than any single display model. The XM913 is not being attached to an old platform. It is being woven into a new combat system where firepower, sensors, protection, and mobility grow together, shaping a vehicle built to fight faster, smarter, and with dominance at the distances where armored infantry battles are truly decided in modern war. The XM913 draws heavily from the Bushmaster 35 mm lineage already fielded by European forces on platforms like the CV-90. That heritage matters because it proves the design philosophy in real service, not just in test ranges. The system itself can be configured with either dual feed or linkless operation depending on operational needs. The complete weapon assembly, including the receiver, feeder, barrel, and muzzle device, weighs about 314 kilograms. That places it squarely in the class, suited for larger infantry fighting vehicles and heavy combat platforms with the proper turret ring size and internal volume. Turrets designed from the start for the 50 mm category become natural candidates, especially remote or unmanned systems built to handle greater recoil, power demand, and integration space without sacrificing crew safety. Stepping back, the strategic signal becomes obvious. The Army is no longer treating medium-caliber weapons as simple incremental upgrades. By linking the XM913 directly into XM30's competitive prototyping process and open architecture approach, the service is shaping a vehicle where firepower, sensors, and protection evolve together. Instead of bolting on improvements years apart, the platform grows as a single combat system. If XM30 performs as intended, the XM913 won't be remembered merely as a larger cannon. It will be seen as the weapon that helped restore credible overmatch at the brutally close distances where armored infantry fights are actually decided. That perspective explains why this development matters beyond technical specifications. This isn't about a gun in isolation. It's about reshaping how the US Army fights in the next era. Smarter vehicles, harder-hitting weapons, improved survivability, and built-in growth margins allow formations to adapt as threats change. When adversaries field new armor, drones, electronic warfare, or loitering munitions, XM30 and XM913 are meant to evolve instead of becoming obsolete. The goal is not just to survive the next conflict, but to control it at the tactical level where seconds and meters decide outcomes. If testing confirms what planners expect, we're watching the opening stage of a fundamental leap forward in mechanized warfare capability. The XM913 is more than metal and mechanics. It's a signal that the Army is rebuilding close combat dominance for a new generation of battlefields. And if you want to keep following how technologies like this reshape modern war, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, and stay with the channel for what comes next.